Hey everyone! Welcome back to my channel. My name is Skylar at Unicorns and Typewriters, and I'm really glad to be back with another video this week. So in today's video, I wanted to talk about my July reading goals. I'm really excited to see what I can read this month. Last month was not that great. So in case you're wondering why there was no June wrap-up, it's because I'm gonna kind of condense it into this video because of the fact that there's really not that much to wrap up for June. Anyway, I hope this video is fun and I hope you guys like seeing what I'm planning on trying to read this month, which I have high hopes for in comparison to last month. Anyway, so the problem with the month of June is that I actually started a lot of books. Like, I started like 5 books and I didn't finish them. So that's how June went. But I did finish 1 book in June. Wow, yeah, 1 book. I know, like, slow clap. So in May, I read To All the Boys I Loved Before by Jenny Han, and in June, I did get to read P.S. I Still Love You by Jenny Han, and I really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun, and I definitely am really excited to read on to the 3rd book. I have already started the 3rd book as well, which is one of the books that I also started, but at least I finished one in that series during June. However, now going on to the books that I started in June but did not finish and that I hope I will finish in July, I'm going to start with those. And the first book I want to talk about is Splintered by A.G. Howard. This is a book that I've been interested in reading for a long time. It's a series. I read the book Roseblood by A.G. Howard in the past because it came in an Outcrate box. It was a sort of telling of a Phantom of the Opera kind of story, and I enjoyed it. I definitely feel like this author can be a little disorganized at times, but I really enjoyed that one, and I'm definitely finding the same thing true of this book, at least just the first book so far. I found the first 3 books at a used bookstore and I'd been waiting to buy them for a while, and I finally just kind of went for it, and that was like a couple months ago. And so they've just been sitting on my bookshelf and I wanted to try to get to them. And as you might be able to kind of see, I've read about a 1/3 of it. That is what I accomplished in June. And I am enjoying it so far. It still feels a little scattered and disorienting. I think part of that also contributes to the fact that it is a Wonderland sort of telling. So the story itself is very Wonderland-esque, where things don't quite make sense. But still at the same time, there's some things that are a little overwrought in these books, like sort of the romantic tension between the 2 main characters, Alyssa and Jeb. They are friends. They've been friends for a long time, but Alyssa obviously has feelings for Jeb. Jeb either has feelings for her or is totally unaware. It's a little confusing because he's painted as being unaware and having a girlfriend, but at the same time, he seems to mostly revolve around Alyssa, and there's very many moments in just the first 1/3 of the book where he seems to sort of like almost kiss her. It's just, to me, it's a little overwrought. Either they like each other or they don't. It's not really how it works. I don't know. So that it would be my sort of pick at this book so far, but I can't help but say that I am enjoying it. I have a feeling this will be the type of series where it's very overwrought and I'll be waiting many chapters for anything to happen between characters, even though you know that they're probably eventually going to end up together. So I don't know. I'm kind of enjoying it so far. It definitely has some really interesting dark concepts. So the concept of Wonderland in this book has a very dark perception in that all the creatures are like some form of like humans as opposed to animals. So things like the white rabbit isn't actually a rabbit. Like everything has a kind of grotesque, human-esque sort of quality to it. I don't know if I'm explaining this right, but it's really weird and kind of different, and I definitely like that dark aspect of it. So I am definitely going to finish this first book. If by the end of the first book I feel like it's just not for me, then I will just trade in the other 2 along with it to get some different books at the used bookstore I go to. But I don't know. I really like Alice in Wonderland, so I have a feeling I'll probably end up kind of reading on, but we'll see what happens. So I'll keep you guys posted on what I end up feeling on this one and how I feel about the series if I do end up going through with it. So to be honest, the next book on my list I don't think I picked up at all during the month of June. Maybe once, which is pretty bad because I actually was reading it back in May as part of Asian Readathon, and I still haven't finished it, and that is Huntress. And I probably only have like a 1/3 left of this book. I've read about 2/3 of it, and I don't know why I'm so stuck on it. I think I said in the past, I really enjoy it. Melinda Lowe has this way of writing these very dark fairy tale like atmospheres, and I love her writing and I love the characters. I still have been thinking about them even when I'm not reading it. So I really just need to hurry up and finish this book, and I think it was just really bad timing. I picked it up at a really bad time, and I think any book I had picked up in the month of May would have unfortunately not gone so well just because of what was going on in my personal life at that time. But I know this book is just a matter of me sitting down for a couple hours and just knocking it out, finishing it up. And I'm sure I'm going to be happy with this in the end, so I don't know why I'm putting it off like that. Yeah, I really have nothing against this book, and I don't want anyone to think that I'm not enjoying it because I actually really enjoyed what I read so far. It was just really, really bad timing. I'm really looking forward to finishing this novel, and I really hope at the end of this month, the end of July, I can tell you all how I feel about it. So the other book that I started reading in the month of June was Eliza and Her Monsters. I read very, very little of this one, to be honest. I only read the first couple of chapters, but it is a book that I've been really wanting to read for a long time. It came in an Outcrate box like, I don't know, 2 years ago or something ridiculous like that, and I still haven't read it, and everyone says it's amazing, and I was enjoying it so far. It definitely has a format that I don't usually read in, which kind of includes pictures of sort of like internet blogs and conversations online. Let me see if I can kind of show you guys what I'm talking about so I don't sound completely insane. There's different things like sketches, and there's also like pictures from what would be online. It's kind of interesting. I definitely think it's pretty cool so far. There's like excerpts from chat groups, as you can see here with the names, very like instant messagey. That made me think of AIM. I'm not gonna go there. You know, 80s and 90s children, you feel me. Anyways, it's fun. I'm definitely enjoying it so far. It's not what I would normally read, but I'm really excited to see where it's going because I know so many people feel so strongly about it. And art and writing is also me. I do art and writing, so I feel like I should be able to relate to that character in this way. It's just that I'm not really like a digital artist or an internet artist or a fan fiction writer. So, but I did love the book Fangirl, so I have high hopes for this one. I'm going to keep trying it out and hopefully finish it up this month, and that would be great because that would complete my goal of reading an older Outcrate book every month, which is something I wanted to do this whole year and have not been doing great on. So I'm gonna really try to do that this month with this book. And the last book that I have sort of already started that I want to finish up this month is A Gathering of Shadows by V.E. Schwab. I talked about this book back in April. I read the first half of the book, as you can probably see here, but I stopped because I wanted to participate fully in Asian Readathon, so I put it down for that time, and I've thought so much this past month about picking it up, but I had so much going on. I don't know why. It's like the perfect escape, so I don't know. I think I'm gonna like pick this up like ASAP. I might even put like some of the books I'm reading more constantly right now to the side just to really just try to finish this one up. This one and Huntress I've been in the middle of reading for the longest, and I really don't like doing that to myself, even though honestly it's pretty much my norm to have a few books that I'm in the middle of reading while starting a new book. I have no self-control when it comes to reading. I'm really, really excited to see where this story goes. I've talked about it a lot in previous videos, so I won't go into it too much, but this series is just so much fun, and I'm so excited to see where these two characters, the two main characters, are going and what kind of magic they're capable of. And the magic in this world is just so unique and inventive, and V. Schwab is just a complete and utter genius, and I think she's also like amazing as a person. Follow her on social media if you don't already. Her Instagram, her Twitter. She has some like hilarious and interesting things to say, and I always feel really inspired by what she has to say about writing overall too. I feel like she's just a really relatable and cool person, but on top of that, yeah, her writing is just like I want to be her, but I feel like the bar is so high. I'm really excited to finish reading this one this month. I hope. I'm gonna try really hard to do it, guys. And then hopefully I will finish the series soon, and I can tell you all what I think of the series overall, because I know I've had a few people in the comments asking me about whether I would be willing to talk about it when I'm finished, and I really want to be able to do that. So yay, I'm gonna set that goal and really hope I can make it this month. So to me, those books that I've already started are super important, but another book that I would really like to read this month if I get a chance to, I'm going to try to get to Wicked Fox by Kat Cho. This is another book that I got for Asian Readathon that I didn't get a chance to read, and I was so excited about this one, and I still am. I mean, the artwork on the cover is gorgeous. The concept is so cool. I've talked about it before, so I also won't spend too much time talking about it, but I love the idea of the folklore and legend that's kind of mixed into this, of the nine-tailed fox. I find it really spooky and cool, and I know there's a sequel. I believe did it come out yet? I think it might have come out, and so I've really got to get on this so I can read the sequel soon too. I'm really excited about this. I've heard such good things, and I really hope I can get to read this month. So the last but not least is a book that I'm very excited about. It actually came in June's Owlcrate box, and I would like to try to read it. I might even honestly start it like tonight, because I was trying to get through some of the books I've already started, but like I said, I have problems. This book sounds so good. So it's called Where Dreams Descend by Janella Angelis, and it came in the Owlcrate box. The back says, "The stage is set, the spectacle awaits." It's inspired by the Phantom of the Opera, Moulin Rouge, and The Night Circus, and those are all books, plays, movies, musicals that I am definitely really inspired by and interested in. I love circus themes. I love Phantom of the Opera twists. Like I said, I read Roseblood, which came in a Owlcrate box in the past that was a Phantom of the Opera twist that I enjoyed reading so much. I really think I'm gonna love this, and by some of the comments that I got on the Owlcrate unboxing video that I posted, I think that there's a lot to be really excited about. I had some people tell me that it was their mostly like anticipated book of the year, and I'm like, whoa, and apparently it's not even out everywhere yet, so it's kind of like an early release, and Owlcrate did this beautiful exclusive like bare cover, which is so pretty and nice and beautiful, and I just feel like for once I need to let myself be excited and just read the new Owlcrate book almost immediately after it got here. I've now waited like a week because I was trying to be a mature adult and read the books I've already started, but guys, I'm not a mature adult and I want to read this shiny new book. I think I'm just gonna read this book because that's where I am at life. Obviously, I've started like 5 books and I haven't finished any of them, but I feel like if a book is good enough, when I get in ruts like that, what I really need is a really, really good book to pull me out of it and help me set my goals again. And I think this book might just be it. It might just be my champion. I don't know. I might have to do it, guys. I don't know. Comment below. Tell me, encourage me to do bad things and indulge in my need to start a million books at the same time, or encourage me not to do that. Let me know in the comments what you think. If you are a champion and you've already read this because you got yours a week ago and you already have feelings for it, let me know. No spoilers, of course, but let me know below what you think of it. If you've started, even if you've just started it, let me know how it's going so far. Let me know if you've read any of the books I talked about today, because I'm definitely curious to know what you think. I'm curious if anyone else has read Splintered or the rest of the series, and if it's worth reading on. Let me know in the comments. Like this video if you enjoyed watching, and subscribe to my channel. I'd really appreciate it. I could use all the support that you are willing to give, and I love being a part of this book loving community. I'm so glad to be a part of BookTube and Bookstagram. Check out my Instagram if you're interested in more pictures. I'm really excited for this month. I hope that I get a lot of reading done. I think I can. I actually have some things going on that's going to give me a little more time to myself, and my job is starting to like slow down a little bit as opposed to the craziness that has been the last couple months. I don't know what's happening, but maybe I'll get to read more. That's the hope. I really hope you guys are having a good week, and I will be back with another video soon. Bye!